Ooh, we back in the shop today and we are dusty. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do the unthinkable. Maybe. I'm gonna try and sort this drive shaft wobble out that I've been having. And before I even know it, I think I'm gonna have to cut the transmission tunnel. And I'm not looking forward to it because I absolutely love it. But the way this drive shaft is, if you go back into like earlier builds, it's a two-piece drive shaft and there's a center carrier bearing roughly about here. So it goes on an angle and then it bearing and then straight back that way. So it's probably like whatever that angle is, 15 degrees or something. And I think that's where it's wobbling a little bit. Plus the rear U-joint is a little worn and shaky and they're non-serviceable U-joints. I want to delete the whole carry bearing in one shot and just make it a straight shot drive shaft right from the motor all the way to the diff. Is it going to fit? It's going to be real close to the transmission wall. So the first thing I'm going to do is jack the carb and look underneath. But I already have a feeling I'm going to be cutting into this tunnel. But see how it goes. Now with the drive shaft out of the car, I'm waiting on an email right now about a drive shaft being made up. So while I'm at it, I started looking on my shelf and I found my old timing gear from a Volkswagen. Yeah, it's a timing gear. I found that. This is something I started a while ago. It bolts up right to the flange of the diff. And I was gonna use this and the starter motor and this semi bracket I started making up as a reverse gear. And I think I'm gonna try it again and actually get it mounted in the car and actually give it a shot. This is as far as I got before, and then I just kind of said, I don't think it's gonna work. I still don't think it's gonna 100% work just because these teeth don't necessarily line up with these. Like they do and they don't, but it's not machine fit, you know what I mean? They're both different teeth. This is like an Acme like teeth type thing. Like they're flat on top and these are spiked. You know what I mean? But they'll work. I think they'll work. I mean, it's just to go in reverse, you know? How often do I need to do a reverse? Every time I drive this thing, I usually just push it anyways, or I try to avoid spots where I have to reverse. So if this can get me out of a pinch, it might work, it might not. These are not like mild steel, so this will it'll work or it'll crack or something, I don't know. But anyways, it does bolt up to the flange. So I'm gonna get this, at least this bolted back up, and I'm gonna see if I can fit this again. I think the reason before I stopped was because it fouled the, where the exhaust like ran to the car. But I was just under there again and I found a different spot I can probably put this. It'll be a pain in the ass getting up there, but once it's up there, I think it'll work. Alrighty, I just pulled this off. I'll take it back off just so you can kind of see what's going on there. I thought it was gonna leak out of this, but it's not leaking. But I have to pull this flange off and then slide this gear behind it and then bolt this back on. So at least let me get that back on like that. like this. And then I got these 2 bolts. These 2 bolts that hold this gear in, which probably would want 4 and not just rely on the 2. But it is what it is. We don't know if this is gonna work or not. Okay. That's good. I have my markings right there, so I know that's where it has to be. There we go. Anyways, this is what I'm thinking. I had it set up like this last time I was trying this, and my exhaust runs through right here, which I could make it go up and around this bracket. But then I have to redo the exhaust. I don't even want to do that if I don't have to. But then I think I could put this. I could mount this up here somehow. Off of like this subframe or that side of the subframe. And just get it mounted. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play around with it and see. Alrighty. Took the starter motor off my little bracket. I got it right here in the vise. I picked a spot that I'm gonna make a notch out of here. So I'm just gonna drill it out real quick. And then we'll try and fit it again. Got my notch cut out, taken care of. And I also had to make a little bit of wiggle room over here because I've been test fitting this as I go, but I didn't really show it yet. But I think I'm gonna get this welded in tonight, actually. At least one side of it. And enough to, I can probably hook power up to it and maybe see if it does something, but we'll see. But yeah, I got my notch out, grind that down. I'm gonna go test fit it some more and see how it looks. I already have the Bendix jammed out with the screw. So really all I gotta do is just line this up. Once I pull the screw out, it'll bounce back in. But I think that might do it, somewhere right there. My only other thing was the drive shaft being close to the starter motor. And I did put it up in here and just kind of hold it there and then grind down some more of the starter, but I think it's gonna clear it. So I'll do like a couple tacks, I think, then I'll get the drive shaft back up in there and see what we're looking like, and then we'll go from there. I'm pretty sure I can run a bead of weld up this whole length of that bar right there anyways. It's 3/8 steel and the tubing is 120 wall, so almost a 1/4 inch. I think that might do it. And the teeth actually, they mesh up better than I thought they did. See how they mesh up pretty good. I think this might work. Woohoo! Yeah?
Yeah, shoot it.
All right, here we go. R1 mini, reverse. I think it might work, man. I think it'll work. Yeah. What the fuck? Yo, that's sick, dude.